everybody's attention on how I got in this spot, but here I am. Don't fall. I'm Brad Green, Public Works Director, City of Detroit Lakes, and just a big thank you to everybody, because if you look around, you can see what happens when people get together and work together. And what I want to do right now is introduce, we have council members here. We have Mayor Matt Brink, Madeline Suki, Bruce Imholt, Natalie Bly, Jamie Marks Erickson, Ron Zeman, there you are. Am I missing any other council? And then from our wonderful park board, which really helps provide all this advice to the council to go ahead and to take advice from the public, we have Beth Priday, we have Kim Betcher somewhere right here, and any other park board members. If not, we do a lot of long range planning and put things together, and then when you get it in your plan and people say, man, we're gonna raise $200,000, we can jump on it. So thank you very much, but I'm gonna have the mayor say a few words for you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for having me. Where's the pizza?
In the shelter.
I just want to thank everybody who was involved with this on behalf of the City Council. This is really a great addition to Detroit Lakes, and it's perfect in this park down here. I drive by here every day, and there's tons of you folks out utilizing these courts, so thank you for all your hard work and the organization of this, and for the donations, and thank you to our businesses that donated. And that's about all I have to say. Thanks, Brad.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yep.
All right. Jerry?
All mine. I'm not going to stand here.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Jerry Inget. I'm president of our local pickleball club. It's called Detroit Lakes Area Pickleball. And we have a dedicated group of men and women that really have supported this project. You know, a few years ago, when we started playing pickleball, when Lee Swanson was just teaching us the ins and outs of it, and you mentioned you played pickleball to someone, and they said, "What's pickleball?" Well, I tell you, you say pickleball today that you played, and it's no longer what's pickleball, because they know about it and they've played it. And if you haven't, you got to try it. It's a great sport. You get to meet great people. So we have, again, a great organization. We thank all our members for doing that. Also, it wouldn't have happened without our city behind the project, our city council, our park board. They were great to work with, especially Brad Green, Tom Goulon. I mean, great people, just in tune to what was going on and what we needed here. And believe me, they got the job done. So a big hand to the city, park board. Let's give them a round of applause. Just one word for members, if you have some ideas about, to our pickleball board members, about things you'd like to see added to it. I mean, we've talked about bike racks or those kind of things. Mention it to a pickleball board member, and we'll consider those things, and we'll get back to you. I mean, we need your input. So with that, I'm going to introduce our pickleball board members. And where's Jenny? Jenny's our vice president. Carol Oberholzer is our treasurer. Dave Welty is our secretary. Gary Thompson, another board member. Who am I missing here? Besides Mitch, I don't want to. Jim Nelson. Sorry, Jim. And then last but not least is Mitch Wimmer. And really, Mitch did a tremendous job, because when I was talking to Brad before the meeting, I said, boy, it was really nice to work with the city. And all you said was, hey, we got the time if you got the money. Mitch came up with the money. A lot of his efforts paid off, and his connections and fundraising paved the way for our courts. And by the way, if you look at our courts, you won't find better courts. They go a long way east. Probably Fargo has them, but like Brad said, not in this kind of setting. So we're really proud of these courts. So Mitch, I'm going to turn it over to you.
I'll make this quick, and I'm not going to mention names, because there are just too many people that have had, just put in too much effort. But, the thanks again to the city. This has been just a joint deal. And I talked to a lot of players around that I've played down in Florida and California that are trying to build courts. They can't believe
that we worked with the city, got this thing done. Wouldn't have happened with the, the public utilities stepping in, the public works, the park district, the city. I mean, this would not have happened. One of the things that we did differently on the fundraising with this is we called on a lot of businesses, but I said most fundraising operations will always go get the major donors first. Sort of have the thing kind of locked up before they start asking them, all the people to give. This one we did a little different. We didn't start asking businesses until the players themselves had put in over $40,000. So,
What for?
oh. I mean, we just, all the players. So we've got a players court over there. Thank you for all the players for doing it. Obviously, one of the things that I will mention a name is Lee and Lori Swanson kind of got this thing going, and people come up from the south, and I tell you, it was just kind of a neat deal plan. And the first time I remember playing with Lori, are they here?
Yes.
Lori called me on my serve a couple times, and I thought she was kind of a pain. But these guys really did a lot to get this thing rolling. Pam, is Pam here from the city? We got a lot of city people getting these donations. I've done a lot of fundraising where you got to collect checks, you got to collect dollars. She worked the system out. Everybody just sends it right to the city. Worked out great. Thank you, Pam. And thanks also to everybody else from the city. One of the things that we did, we have some donors that came up to raise, and we raised money, and they could sponsor a court. So a couple of these people are here. I'd like to just introduce them, and they can introduce if there's anybody else from their group. Foltz family, Donna Martin. I know Donna here. Who else is here from your group, Donna? Al? I know there's only a few Foltzes around the county.
Big hand for them.
We've got Paul Gintner, and he's got a crew here from BTD.
From our HR group in Detroit Lakes, and Aaron, our director of operations here in town. And I just want to say, this turned out fabulous. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for as an organization. And I give a lot of kudos to Dave Walty, a former real great BTD employee who knew who to call on to get things started. So he knew where the money was. So. But, no, just an outstanding thing for the community.
Thanks, Paul. Anyone here? I didn't see Mark or Mike. Anybody here from Lake Shirts?
There's Mark.
I'm behind you.
Oh. They're all over. They're all. Hey, Mark.
And Michelle.
Oh. All right.
Center, seeing these folks out there every day playing multi-class student. Rich and Dave Welke invited me to play, and they were very nice. Seal was there. They let me have 2 serves every time. And then after a game, they really put the screws in. They haven't played since. But enjoying these parties. So, yeah, thanks so much.
Obviously, thanks, Mark. Brad, do you want to say anything more from the city?
Well, Don, just thank you, everybody. Very much so. Again, it's a partnership. We got to work together. We do not have enough money just to do facilities all the time like that, but it's really a partnership with businesses and individuals like you've done. That's outstanding. You have a people's court for people, and thank you very much.
Mitch, you forgot one family that's not on there. The Wimmer
Where's
family.
my brother Brad? He's the quiet one in the family.
And Yeah, we are just tickled, and I'll introduce, I won't introduce, but I'll have our family. In fact, they want to kind of come to the center a little bit. Mitch got us going and rallied, and we've got a couple of non-pickleball players in the family. They made donations. It was just a rally. Mitch plays in Florida, I play in California, but I'll tell you what, our courts aren't this nice in Palm Desert, California. And this was a wonderful effort and through the city, and anytime you can collaborate and raise this kind of money and bring this kind of people together, I mean, it's just fabulous. And again, Fargo doesn't have outdoor courts like this. They're always wrestling and arm wrestling, and I'm just amazed how you guys came together. Commissioner Inget really brought this group, and Mitch with his fundraising was wonderful. Deb, your family's here. Who else do you have? I know we've got about 20 of us here today to dedicate this infamous Wimmer court here on the left. So Deb's got her family. Jeffy, where are you? Raise your hand. And she's got 3 kids, I know, all the way from Livy, and she's how old? 7. And she can't play for 53 more years till they're 60. We don't want anybody under 60 playing, no. And Pam, and she's got not only herself, but she's got several grandkids here. 2 or 3, I know. Yell, raise your hand. So, and my brother Randy couldn't be here today. Mitch got him to donate, a non-player. Even got my parents to donate. I don't know how he did that. So, again, thank you everybody for coming out, and it's just wonderful to see all levels, all types of people, and these will be used immensely.
Right,
Big hand for the win.
Is the California pickleball players better than the Florida pickleball players?
That's a good question. We may have to put them together. Mitch is better than me, let's put it that way, if that's what you mean.
One other thing I want to mention is we've partnered up with the DLCCC, and again, one more part of the community, and that has worked out phenomenal. And so again, this has just been a great collaborative effort, and so thank you. Oh yeah, why don't you open that, Jerry? I will mention one thing though, as we have these donors. If you donated and you're not on there, if your name is if your name is spelled wrong, let me know. We'll be changing it one time. Jerry, I think I'm done. Thank you very much.
Okay, just a couple more things. This is the work of, who worked on our sign committee? That was
Oh yeah.
your first name.
Pam.
Pam, gosh. I'm sorry, Pam.
No
Pam
problem.
was the brains behind all of this artwork and things, so we really appreciate it. On this side, you'll see, important announcements for the Pickleball Club and Pickleball in general. On this side is all the donor things. So take a look at it today before you leave. An impressive work, and we're proud to have it right here in Detroit Lakes. So one other thing I have is we're going to do a little ribbon cutting with the board members and the city before you leave. Also, we have pizza